people are in your life for a lifetime, and other people are in your life for just a season. If you don't know, I'm your girl, Crystal K, host of Unapologetically Crystal K. And today I got my guy with me, Boogie. Boogie, what's up?
What's going on?
What's going on?
Living life.
Living life. So today, Boogie and I are actually going to talk about relationships, which is crazy because he actually put me onto this series with Michael Todd called Kingdom Couples. And when you see it, you kind of think it's going to be like, it's not exactly what you think it's about. It's about like relationships, and you're thinking like maybe like romantic relationships. And that's not, I'm not going to say not at all, but that's not all that it's about. Kind of tell everybody a little bit what Kingdom Couples was about.
So it's like a 5-part series. We're speaking on relationship with friends, people that you deal with, business partners, and also people that you are romantically involved with.
Yeah.
So it touches on every form of relationship that you will have in life.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? I think relationships are super important because I feel like there's nothing you can do in this world, in this life, without forming some type of relationship, whether it's business, like you said, business, pleasure, friendships. Like there's really nowhere you can go and do anything like without relationships. So what was one of your biggest takeaways from the series?
The friends part.
Okay.
The friends, that would be my biggest takeaway because it's something that me personally longed for a long time. Mm-hmm. Just the true power of a true friendship, a genuine friendship.
What is that to you though?
Somebody that's not necessarily like me, but in the way distributes the traits that I have. So pretty much everything that I put out to get it back. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I have finally found that now.
Okay.
So it's like I see it, and yeah, it's like in different forms or aspect, but somebody who hold me accountable, somebody who checks on me when I need them to, instead of me always just doing the checking.
So the one-sidedness was big for you.
Yes, I needed equal.
Okay.
Equal in a friendship. And I happen to have 3 guys, you know what I mean? It's, instead of just one.
Shout out to the boys.
Yeah, they know who they are. Yeah. So that was my biggest takeaway because I prayed for that for a while.
Mm-hmm. So Michael Todd also references partnership a lot. And I feel like when you said the word equal and we talked about kind of having balance, I thought about partnership because I feel like in a partnership it's a 50-50 type of thing. I feel like when like that person needs something, you're there to give it, and it's reciprocated. And I just feel like that's very important when we talk about friendships. So just kind of explain when he talked about the power of the pair.
So when he speaks of, he kind of everything God did is in pairs. Like everybody and everything had a helpmate. It was something because it was too much to carry alone. And he pretty much speaks on it as about when you come into it, it's you, but you have somebody that's supporting you as well. And that's powerful. And he says it's better in 2, but it's great in 3s.
Yeah. So
if you have more than just another person, that's even better because it's distributed equally between y'all 3. And it helps you get through smoother, if that makes sense. Like it's still great with 2 if it's just me and you.
Yeah.
But if it's just me and you, and then we got Joe and Blow with us, it's even better because now, if one pushes one, then you got 3 more that's also getting pushed that's going with it, and it takes a lot of restraint, or it takes a lot of weight off that one person that's just pushing you because they have equal leverage as well. Okay.
So the power of the pair, even though it may not even be a pair, it may be more than one person, or more than 2 people. Do you think the more the merrier, or do you think there's a cutoff that you should limit it?
it's a two-way street. It's
Okay.
you know, I'm big on a tight circle because I feel like the more it is, I'm not gonna say it's more to manage, but it's a lot when you have more in there. I wouldn't say it's a cutoff because to each his own for everybody. Some people can manage a big friend group. Me personally, I like just the three that I got. That's manageable for me while dealing in my life.
Okay. So how has like your new friend group helped you? Because I do know that being a African American male, sometimes like it is hard. I mean, it may be hard for people in general, but especially African American males in our community. You know, we always taught to like hold it in,
Yeah.
suppress stuff. How like important has your friend group been for you to like release things, for you to confide in them? Is it easier to confide in your boys versus confiding maybe like in your girl?
So that's a mm, it's,
Ask like 5 questions.
so to test on the first part, I would say if it's like we say, if it's a kingdom, if it's sent from the kingdom, it's easy. And I feel like the group that I have is really sent from the man above. So for me, it is easy. And although we all have different strengths or what, it is easier for me to be vulnerable and transparent with them because it's no sense of judgment.
Okay.
It's more of a support in we got you. That's easier. With your girl, I mean, I pray that's that way. Sometimes it's not because you know they look at you in the way that you need to be strong and all these things, and they don't want to hear that all the time.
So, what, ladies, listen up. Because what is it that we can do to make that easier for men?
I would say this, right? I'm a firm believer that everybody judge. You gonna judge.
Okay.
Just don't show that you judging.
Okay.
That's it. And it makes it easier for a man to talk to you. Because if I tell you something and you hit me with a face, I'm like, you know what? I felt that. I felt that judge. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it with you no more. Because I was like, that I'm not comfortable sharing that because now you're looking at me differently.
Okay.
Instead of embracing me as the human that I am and the feelings that I have too. So I would say, if you're going to judge, hide it. But try your best to understand what I'm feeling.
Okay.
And not let it, I wouldn't say get under your skin. Because if I was to tell you something, don't throw it back at me. It's how I'm feeling. Don't take it personal. Listen to what I'm feeling. I think that's the biggest thing that I have ran into. If I tell somebody something, especially my girl, then she'll be like, this is how that made me feel. And I was like, but it ain't about you. It's how I'm feeling. It's not personal to you. So I would say just listen to understand instead of listening to respond.
Okay. Okay. So you feel like that's where the vulnerability comes in because you need me to listen, but not so much to give you a response or so much to hear it with a judgy kind of ear is what you're saying. Just listen, take it in, and just. Now, I mean, like, if she gives no response, are you okay with that? As long as you don't feel judged, or are you?
I feel like that's where the communication part comes in. Because I'm very particular and literal with what I say. Like, if I tell you that, hey, I need to talk to you, I mean, it was singular. I said I.
Okay.
So I'm not looking for you to say nothing back because I said I need to talk. But if I say, hey, can we have a conversation or we need to talk, then I'm looking for the feedback and I'm looking for something from you. But if I sit there and say, hey, I need to talk to you, I don't need you to say nothing back to me right now because it's a vent in a sense. I'm getting it off of me. Now, if you feel like you need to talk about it, then we can talk about it. But that's just me. It just depends on the communication.
So in these relationships that we're talking about, in these partnerships that we're talking about that we can't do anything without, how do you think, because I feel like sometimes we'll think a person is good for us, and I'm not just talking about relationships, y'all, or romantic relationships. We'll think a person is beneficial for us or good for us, but how do we weed out, like, or how do you think we weed out, like, who's good for us, who's not good for us, the good, the bad, the ugly?
It's tough because a lot of people get tricked that way.
Uh-huh.
And for me, like, everybody has a representative. It happens all the time. I was like, but I feel like in the heat of the moment, truth comes out, and at other times you watch people patterns. Like you know, like they call you for certain things, and if well, I'm about to get you this, and then they call you and ask you to do something for them. I was like, sometimes that's not genuine at all.
True, that's a pattern for one-sidedness, or what can you do for me?
It's really
that type of thing.
So those are things that I pay attention for. Like, I watch people patterns often. That's what I look at, because I say if you stay consistent in doing what you've been doing and you didn't want nothing in the first place, then I understand.
That's genuine.
But if you come with a motive of, and if you even say, but remember I did such and such for you, and now I thought it was at the goodness of your heart. Now that's a favor.
Okay,
but
so don't bring up the receipts.
Don't do that. I'm getting hip. Don't do that.
I'm trying.
But yeah, those are the big things that you pay attention to. Like don't overshoot that, because that speaks about that person's character. That's just what it is.
Okay. So I've heard multiple people say this, like when you're looking for the people that need to be in your life, for those partners, for those kingdom couples, if we want to continue with that, is you got to be that. Like, be what it is that you want.
No doubt.
Practice that. Be whatever it is that you're looking for. You be it, because you'll attract that to your life. And I feel like, that is really important. If you're looking for somebody that is going to be encouraging or support you, be that encouraging or supporting partner or friend or whatever it may be. You be that.
Yeah, no doubt. That's facts.
That's facts. Big facts. Okay. So I feel like we kind of touched on, a lot with the kingdom couples. Y'all, that is a 5-part series. Y'all should definitely check it out. It is a really good series. It's Michael Todd Transformation Church, and it is a 5-part series on partnerships, relationships, all that good stuff, how to find the people that you need in life, because you can't go anywhere, can't do anything. People need people. I am a big advocate of people need people, because sometimes I feel like your life can change overnight, and sometimes that's just by the people that God puts in your life. There's a whole lot of God, but people are in place to do that. So how would you say, like, I don't even know how I want to ask this. When I think of how I want to ask it, we'll get back to it. But I want to say, like, one of my favorite things from that series was mastering the art of the pump up.
Yep.
Man, I love the pump up.
Yep.
Because I feel like it's something that all of us can do. It's very easy, but the pump up has a tremendous effect on people. And what it does for people is crazy. You want to talk about the pump up, or you want me to talk about it?
You go ahead.
Okay, so I'm over here pumped up. What the pump up is, I'm going to just give y'all an example of the pump up. Were you killing that beanie?
Come on now.
Okay, with the glasses, I see you.
Stop it.
Shoot, with the turtleneck?
You pumping me up. Stop it now. Stop it.
Y'all see what it's doing to him? All it is just giving somebody a compliment. I see what you're doing with your brand. You're killing the game with the brand. If y'all don't know, Boog has a brand, TRS. It's called The Right Style. I know you've seen it. He don't have on no gear today, but the gear is fly. You must check it out. This is one of the dopest creatives I know. Super stylish. You can check the fit today.
Appreciate that.
I feel like I'm still in the pump up, but this is just real and this is genuine, and that's the pump up. That's all it is. Like, that's the pump up.
That's really it. It's pumping in encouragement to somebody. That's what it is. That's why it's called encouragement. You're pumping it in. So the pump up is real. It's real.
But I feel like sometimes people can have a fake pump up though. Kind of like what we was talking about earlier with the genuineness.
Yeah.
Like, what's up with that though? What kind of energy is that?
I don't know. It's I call that that shady business there. Like you know, you know, because it don't be genuine like
What is the point,
encouragement. It none at all. It's like
I don't get that.
I don't know. It's almost like a reverse psychology type tactic.
Okay.
That's what it sounds like. Like they'll compliment you, but the way they say it, it's like
Little shade.
yeah.
I'm very weary of that sometimes. Somebody that will over compliment me. That's
Yeah.
crazy that we just did that, and now it has me thinking about, shoot, I'm weary of somebody that will over compliment me because I feel like, where's that junk coming from?
Right.
Is it? So how do you decipher?
Oh, the character of the person.
Okay.
Oh, you know. You definitely know. People that you talk to, you can associate with a lot of people. Like for me, where I work, I associate with a lot of people, and I know who actually mean it and who don't mean it, because it comes with a little envy, and it's just like, boy, I see you, boy. Thank you, something, huh? And I'd be like, well, I do, yes, thank you, but also I know that's not a genuine compliment for you. I say it comes from a sense of you don't like what's going on this way, so you it's like you're trying to speak positive on it, but it's not coming from the heart posture that it needs to come from. So I take every compliment that I get. I do. But I know which one is actually from their heart and the other people that it's not. That's one way you look at it. It's weird. I don't know why people do it.
Yeah, it is kind of a weird thing now that I just thought about it, because I'm very weary of people that do that. It makes me, it's just a weird feeling that I get, and I'm like, I don't know about this person.
Right.
So with your friend group, how much growth would you say has come from just you being friends with them? Like what percentage would you say that is responsible for your growth?
I give them a good 45%.
45%? That's a lot. That's like almost half.
Yeah, I give them
That's
a good
a lot.
45%. We have talks about a lot of things. Like I said, they all specialize in different things, but we all agree on the one common thing, which, we all believe in God. So we all agree on that. I got one, Harold, big dog Harold.
Shout out to Harold.
He's big religious. Like Harold he's there. He's spiritual. Like, we all went to church. And, we got to see Mike Todd today. I just want to let y'all know that.
Shout out to Mike.
Bucket list, yeah. So we all did that. That's our thing. I was like, CEO V, he real big on. He's the pump up for sure.
Mr. Pump Up.
He'll get you there. He'll let you know. He'll out of the blue just send you a word of.
Yeah.
Like, hey dog, I love you, dog, and your brand gonna be so successful. Like it just, bro, I needed to hear that. That's just what it is. And the youngin' of the group, I call him the RZA of ours, young KB. That young man will keep a smile on your face.
Yeah.
Just him being him and just doing what he does. It just brings it together. So like KB keeps me youthful in a sense. He keeps me youthful. V keep me motivated, and Harold keeps me connected to God. So that's big.
That's huge.
That's big.
That's huge. And see, that goes back to our point of how important relationships are in your life. And I feel like we've been talking, we've been spending a lot of time talking about the friendship aspect, but that is important to have somebody that holds you accountable, that validates your feelings, that can hear you out is very important. So I know we are harping on the friendship side of it, but for real, y'all, check out that series because it's really dope. I feel like if you are looking to take things to the next level as far as like your business or anything, you got to find the right people. You got to have the right partners, because it's like, once again, you can't do anything without other people.
That's a fact.
You need people.
That's a fact.
What else you got for the people? Book?
For the people, I got this. When you said it, made me think about it. When it comes to business, right? Don't look at a person with their credentials. Don't look at that. Because that's not as big. I know people who have credentials, who have connects, who have this. And if you want to go in partnership with them, look how they treat their partners. Look how they treat the people around them. Because at a certain time, you won't be any different from them people after a while, because you'll be a partner too. So that's a big thing to look at when it comes to business. With me being in the business, like, I can't just look like, okay, you got this many followings, like you got this going for you, got this going for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but how do you treat the people that's close to you? Because a business, we're going to get close in the way because we're sharing something together.
Mm-hmm.
So if you treat them right and you do right by
It's
them,
a partnership.
I know you're gonna do right by me. But if you don't do right by them all the time, then I know you're not gonna do right by me all the time. I'm no different from them. That's closer to you than I am.
Yeah.
That's big. So that's a key thing I would say about the business part of that.
Okay.
But that's what I got for the people. That was my little.
That was your 2 cents.
That was 26 words.
Your 26 words.
26
My
words.
bad. 26 words.
You know what I mean?
Y'all, but for real, just people need people. Remember that. Be careful with the partnerships that you are choosing to align yourself with. Be the person that you want people to be. You know what I mean? You looking for somebody to be something in your life, but it hasn't yet happened. Be that person so that you can attract that. But most importantly, relationships are key to anything that you do. Make sure y'all check out that series. We really enjoyed it. It was pretty dope. It is 5 parts, but you will definitely enjoy that series. And I hope everybody continues to be great. Treat each other with respect, kindness, all of that.
Yeah.
And we
That's
out.
a fact.